Man, you see my face? Wow. Amazing. Just amazing. Got a little story for you. Just now I heard a video and then I heard another video. I'm included in this, but my question is, when are you drivers gonna stand up? When are you gonna stop letting them take a broomstick and shove it up? When you going to make a stand on these things that they're doing? I don't care, it doesn't involve me, I'm just making money. Yep, that's what you say now, until it does. Now, they just came out with this deal with the engineers, conductors getting ready to go on strike, and sat up there right in your face and blatantly told you, we really need the truck drivers' help on this. Now they're telling you straight up, behind that, we need to see if we can put ELD on pre-2000 trucks. Man, I'm glad I only got so many years left in this business, man. I'm telling you, because as far as I'm concerned, you know, we're already overregulated. I was going to tell you guys a story. You know, lumping is illegal. Going to these shippers and paying these lumpers money, it's illegal. It's always been illegal. But, you know, I digress. You know, the reason I'm here today, I normally don't do a video during the week. But I back the conductors myself. Because when it comes down to it, think about how you treat it. And the way I was always taught in the old way is, if somebody treats you bad the first time, it was a mistake. If they treat you bad the second time, shame on them. If they treat you bad a third time, what does it say to you? That means it's never going to change. It's never going to stop until you put a stop to it. Now, when these train conductors go on strike, which I'm sure they will, they're going to need every truck, and they're going to come with everything under the sun, try to make it easier for you. And like I said, I don't talk politics on my channel, so, but if I really got into it, I could say some things. But, you know, to me, it just comes off as, you know, overregulation, and then when we need you, you know, we'll lower the tone. But when we don't need you, it's back to business as usual. Every day you go down the highway, how many four-wheelers cut you off? And if you don't have a camera and he gets injured, guess who gets sued? Every time you go down the highway and you know, you're going through that scale house, what happens? They pull you around and they revenue you. So y'all, you know, to me, we really got to make a decision in this industry of which way it's going, because if it continues, and I know, you know, I know there's some new people here that, you know, they're fresh, you know, brand new country, brand new everything, and I know, you know, it's hard on them because all their life they've struggled in wherever the country they came from. And that's not to demean anybody, that's just to say that, you know, in their country, especially, I've talked to a lot of people from the Middle East, I've talked to a lot of people from India, I've talked to a lot of people from Africa, different parts of Africa, Sudan, Nigeria, all those, you know, countries, just put it that way. I've talked to a lot of people, and, you know, they've explained to me how much cheaper it was to survive, but the middle income is very, very, very low. So when you hand a person like that $1,000, you know, that's gold to them, because they've never seen that kind of money at one time before. But that's what you have in the industry, and so it's some kind of way you got to communicate with these guys to be able to let them know that you're not supposed to be taking that mediocre amount, because yes, they can come back and say that, we Americans are spoiled, or, but at the same time, when you're used to a certain threshold, and I'm not trying to use big words, I'm going to keep it in layman's terms, but when you're used to a certain threshold, and that threshold is being destroyed, it amazes me. It amazes me. Um, you know, that they will sit there and they will tell you one thing, but then right after they tell you we need you, that was the White House, we need you, and I seen it on a channel there, and but then come right back around and say, well, we're looking for comments on speed limiters, we're looking for comments on ELD mandates. So you're burning both ends of the candle. First you want help, but then you either well, you're going to help if they go on strike, and then this is what we want to do to you. Let me stick a knife in your back, but at the same time I'm sticking a knife in your back, here's some cake and ice cream. So guys, you really need to come together, man, and stop with the well, truckers can't come together. How about not? I was always taught that if there's a problem, you need to find a solution. Not if there's a problem, then you just want to talk about the problem and not, do something about it. I.e. rest areas. I see so many areas, and I really wasn't going to post this video. I had did it 2 or 3 times and I deleted it. But I decided to go ahead and, go ahead and do one on this. But I didn't really want to come out and say anything about it. But I'm gonna read you something about lumpers, and I'm gonna back this up with a statement. You can go in there and say, "Are lumpers legal?" And it comes back: is lumping service legal? Lumping as a service is not legal. However, many consider lumpers to be one of the biggest, oldest scams in the trucking industry. Section 15, Chapter 49, Paragraph 141-03 of the Motor Carrier Act speaks about lumping. So basically what they're telling you in that little green book, that you're paying a lumper, and it's not really legal. It's not legal. It's one of the oldest scams in the book. A lot of guys didn't know that, just like a lot of guys didn't know about the move over law. See, the truck, or the old heads, left a legacy. They used to move over when it came to seeing the bubble top and the sirens and stuff like that. And what ended up happening was we invented that, and they came out and made it a law that you had to move over now, because too many peace officers were being taken out by vehicles and being in the same lane with the peace officer, and if you stepped across the line and get injured. But back to the lumping part, lumping as a service is not legal. However, many consider lumpers to be one of the oldest, biggest, and oldest scams in the trucking industry. Section 15, Chapter 49, Paragraph 141-03 of the Motor Carrier Act speaks about lumping. It explains when it is considered a legal practice and when it is considered illegal practice. For example, it is not illegal for a big grocery chain to allow a third-party company, lumpers, to unload their freight at their dock. Where this practice becomes illegal and where truck drivers have the most trouble is when the driver pays for the lumping charge and is not reimbursed. Meaning, if you pay out of pocket, guys, and then you're not getting your money back, it's illegal. And then also it goes, and I'm gonna leave you with this. It is also common for the lumpers performing the lumping service to not declare their income to the IRS. Obviously, this is an illegal practice. Okay, so basically that's when they're breaking the law, when you're not getting your money back. So if you're not getting your money back on a lumper service, that's when it's illegal, and it speaks to that. You can go in that little green book that they be handing you at the beginning, and you can buy one. It's the FMCSA book. It tells you about all the rules and regulations if you're not sure about something. because a lot of times you can get a warning, but I wouldn't get the warning. The ticket is better because you can fight a ticket, you can't fight a warning. But yeah, I just came on here real quick to explain a couple of things to you guys, just to let you know how I felt about it. Like I said, I did 2 or 3 videos and I deleted them, but I thought I would speak on it. But yeah, man, you know, it's amazing how a person will tell you one thing and do something completely different. I say if those conductors go on strike, I say you drivers can get the rates back up then through the brokerage, because now they're going to need you because they can't send it by train anymore because the train ain't moving. So I say back those conductors up, you know. And like I said, I'll start doing videos more light and bright so you can see who I am and what I'm speaking of. But yeah, like I said, if you like the content, subscribe, give it smash the thumbs up and the like button, you know, and view the content, because what I have to say is very important. I've been in this business for a long time, and when I finally do get out of this business, hopefully soon, you know, because like I said, once it's in your blood, it's in your blood. You can go to a 9 to 5 all day long, it ain't gonna do you no good, you know, because all you're gonna do is run back. It's like you'll get on the highway with your wife and she's gonna look at you like, what's wrong? And then you're gonna be looking at them trucks going up and down the highway, and you're gonna be like, it's calling me back. That's how you spend so much time in the industry, because it keeps calling you back. You'll quit. I quit. I'm never going to do that again. I'm never doing it again. And you come right back to it. Oh, as far as what I was saying about the criminality, I had a couple of little trolls in there. The criminality on the highway, basically what I was trying to explain to you guys was, this is a open highway system. So people travel from north to south, east to west. And when I say the criminality, I'm talking about you have guys out here that are committing robberies or whatever, 187s, transporting, you know, whatever they feel like they need to transport on this interstate that we're traveling on. There used to be a time during the summer where the cops would have it set up. You go through certain areas or certain freeways, they knew it was a drug haven, and so what they would do is they would set up, you'd have interceptors like Corvettes, Lamborghini, you name it. You would see them on the highway and say right on the bottom of it, Z28s, interceptor. And basically what they would do is they would wait for the vehicle to come, because see, these guys would run from them, and now they got the Chargers, and they would have cones set up. What it would say, be prepared to stop, drug enforcement ahead. And they'd have like orange cones set up, and you look over there, and it's a beautiful scene. It's just scary. You in that type of business. But yeah, you got all kind of people traveling up and down these highways. That's why I was trying to explain it, but I didn't want to put it out there bluntly. But since I have to put it out there bluntly for people to understand, and that's what you got going up and down the highway. I mean, you got grandma and grandpa traveling. You got Ricky Robert. You got people going to see their family. You got Kenny Kidnapper out there. You got what else? You got Granny going to play bingo. You got Danny Druggy. You got, you know, everything. You know, the guy that just had the booze and still going up and down the highway with it, not getting caught for a DUI. You name it, it's here. That's what I meant by criminality. I didn't want to put it out there, but you know, I was told a long time ago, man, what do you think they call this highway hell, or hell highway? I was like, huh? He's like, man, you got everything in the world traveling up and down here. You just don't know who it is and who they are. But they out here, you know. That's why you seen all them incidents on the video where the guy would catch it on camera where somebody was blasting at his truck or whatever. Because you got all kind of people traveling up and down the highway. Old, young, middle age, and they into all types of stuff. It could be vacationers. It could be, Johnny just got out of prison. That's what you got traveling up and down the highway. So now you got the 411. Anyway, I wasn't going to make this a long video. I wasn't going to do this video. But I'm going to go ahead and upload it. And I'll see you guys probably Sunday with something different. All right, y'all. Holla at you. This is Old School Out. Like I said, if you like the content, smash the like button. Subscribe. Leave a comment. If you got a question, I'll answer questions. I look at the videos all the time myself. I want to see who's commenting and who's not. If you got a comment, go ahead and comment. Or if you got a question, go ahead and ask the question. I'll reply. I'll give you the answer. If I don't have the answer, we will find the answer together. All right. I'm out. Later.